Hey everyone, it's Aureolin. We're back to another episode of Aureolin's Heartrate Gaming. We're back to Idle Heroes, and we've got the new event for the week. So this week we have the shop event and the mysterious chest. So the gem chests, the gem boxes, whatever you want to call them. So in the shop we have the handy dandy candy cane, which gives you the stun immune. We've got Mihm and Michelle, Vesa, and then there's this new item, which is the skin shards package, and you get 50 universal skin shards, which means you basically can immediately fuse to get a limited skin. Like, that's kind of awesome. That's a really cool addition. I like it. I'm bummed that once again this is not 2,500, it's 2,700, so I guess that's going to become a thing. I really needed an extra copy of Michelle. I'm only one copy away from having enough to 10-star her. Mihm is really great. Vesa is good early game. I did have a Vesa for quite a while, and then I ended up turning her into Valk. But early game, if you're really early game, she might be worth the buy. Usually with the shop event, I usually just end up buying profit orbs and scrolls, because unless you're willing to spend money to get more of these shop items, getting anything above 2,500 items is usually out of reach. And I don't spend money on these events because we'll look at the value packs. It's $100 for only 600 of they're music boxes, of these music boxes this time. And considering you usually on a high average get 2,500, so if you got 600 more, that would be 3,100. So that would be enough to get you Mihm, but it's still not even enough to get you the artifact. And that's $100. And just to get the additional 200, you'd have to spend $40. So yeah, the shop event it's just too expensive for me, so I never spend money on it, ever. The only time I ever spend money on those package type things is when they're a really good deal and they're not overpriced. But this skin box is really awesome, and I think I'm probably gonna get it. It might set me back on my orbs and my scrolls a little bit, but I think it's going to be worth it. So, in the gem boxes, we have the normal, we have the heroic scrolls, we have the super wishing coins with the gear, and the profit orbs with the gear, and then we have just a random elite and some dust in the 4K, and then in the 6K, we have the same as usual, the orange artifact, the 25K guild coins, and then the Aida skin. So the Aida skin is good if you're building Aida. I mean, she is a light hero, so she can be pretty difficult to build, especially if you're like me and don't spend a lot of money. Or also like me and got totally screwed on your polls during her event and only got one copy of her. So I'm actually not interested in the Aida skin because I only have one copy of her, so I won't be building her anytime soon. I got really unlucky on that event, and it happens. So the 25K guild coins and the orange artifact though make it really tempting still, but it's 6K gems, so you kind of have to you gotta weigh whether or not you really want it. But the 8 profit orbs for 2,400 gems is an amazing deal by itself, and then it also comes with 2 4-star gear pieces. And if you're new, this is a great place to pick up a full set of 4-star gear. So absolutely, I would buy both of those boxes. And then getting 5 heroic summons for 500 gems, that's a steal. I usually almost always buy the first 3 chests just because they're such a value, and they're a great way to restock up on some stuff and get some more 4-star gear pieces to make 5-star gear pieces. And whether or not I buy the elite hero, I usually I usually wait until closer to the end of the event and just decide how badly I want it and whether or not I have the gems to spare. Because one of the things I was going to go over is some people ask how I get my supply, how I keep it built up so that I can keep doing things, because I do buy the monthly card, so I do have a regular gem income from that, which is very helpful. That little bit goes a long way, and that's the only thing I consistently buy. But I like to buy the scrolls in the shop because that helps me stock up for the heroic scroll events. And if you don't buy the scrolls or buy them at least somewhere, like I'll buy the 10 scroll packs from the senior merchant in the Aspen also, because that's a good deal. And then I'll buy the arena tickets for gold. All the 3-star heroes, the 4-star hero, and then sometimes I buy the basic heroic scrolls, but that's because I am trying really hard to get my first 5-star from that to get the achievement. It hasn't happened yet. And occasionally when it's getting close to the wishing fountain event, I will buy wishing coins to get those stocked up. I do remember when it was really early game, gold was a huge commodity. Like I never had enough gold to level up my heroes. So, I mean, if you don't have the gold to spare, then, don't buy some of these things. Like maybe you don't need the arena tickets, or maybe you don't have the money, to spend on all these heroes, and definitely don't buy the basic scrolls if you don't have the gold for it. I do remember the gold struggle. It was real. But that's what the Celestial Island is for. You wanna definitely get at least one gold producing island going soon. Let's see. So there's not a whole lot to go over in this event. It's pretty straightforward. One thing I do want to remind you guys about, though, is the rumor is that in June sometime, there's going to be the anniversary event. And it's rumored to be a heroic scroll event. So if you want to prep for that event, you may want to save your heroic scrolls and start hoarding for that big event, because usually, the big events around Christmas and things like that, they did a big New Year event, and now they're going to have the anniversary event in June, and they're usually much more profitable than the normal events. So you may want to hoard your heroic scrolls. I may not, it depends on what the rewards are, but I may not participate in the next heroic scroll event. I might skip May so that I can have more scrolls for June. We'll just see. We'll play that by ear and see what happens. I did end up getting Horace for my team. Yay! So I spent my super wishing coins on the fountain. It took me forever to refresh it till I got something good, but I finally got Horace on the wheel, and I actually got him off of the wheel, which I'm pretty sure that's the first time I've gotten a 5-star off the super wishing fountain. So I 10-starred Bloodblade and I swapped him, and then I ended up not getting enough profit orbs to get 100 lilies. So I went ahead and bought another Horace, and I E1'd him. So now I've got an E1 Horace instead of my 9-star Bloodblade. So yay, we're growing there. And I am so close to my 10-star Aspen. I am literally 2 4-star darks away from being able to 9 or 10-star Aspen. So I'm really stoked for that. That's going to be a big milestone for me just because it's a dark hero and they're so hard to star. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be exciting. So real quick, another thing they updated is Aspen. Now they've rearranged things a little bit. In the top right corner here where this little leaderboard thing is, there used to be the little gavel looking thing. And that used to be the merchant button. And now the mysterious merchant is down here in the bottom right. And the skip button is over here. in the middle so that you can click skip battle for that. So they changed Aspen a little bit, which is interesting. I mean, I guess it's a better layout. Maybe some people didn't know that the merchant button was up there, or they just weren't clicking on things to see what they did. I don't know. But yeah, so they changed that. So anyway, for this event's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. There's not a whole lot going on. It's just sort of a sit and wait and collect and see how many of the music boxes you get. Do remember that it does fill and cap after 10 hours, so make sure you come back and collect your loot before the 10-hour mark so that you're not missing out on any collections. I'm probably gonna get this skin shard pack. I really need some more limited skins. I don't have pretty much any except for ones I got from events. So I'll be excited to get that. Maybe I'll get lucky and get either Horace's or Valk's. That would be really great. But if you're not interested in that for whatever reason, then I would just go full Prophet Orb and Scrolls. I mean, unless you're willing to spend big bucks. But it's too much for me. There's no way. There's too few music boxes for how much money. So definitely won't be spending any money. That's pretty much it for the event. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out this elite hero I got. I got it from completing one of my monthlies, but I like to pull out the elite heroes just in case I happen to get something cool, because then I can kind of plan ahead. So let's see what I get. Let's see what comes out. Oh, Jara. How interesting. That's only the second Jara I've ever gotten. And I still have no mage tech. Yeah, I've pretty much abandoned ship on mages completely once I got Aida screwed, so I'm all in on the other factions in that. Yeah, so I think my goal is to 10-star Aspen next. My monthlies, my fusion monthlies are all pretty much completed though, so I'm probably gonna wait until those roll over. Because technically, if I wanted to, I could buy 2 4-star darks right here and 10-star my Aspen right now if I wanted to. But like I said, I'd be missing out on some of those fusion bonuses, those relics and stuff. So I'm gonna just be patient. That's what this game is about. It's idle heroes. So be patient. Only do your things when you're gonna get rewarded. And then all your resources are just gonna start piling up, and you're gonna get that stockpile, and then you can really start investing in the really good heroes. So I'm gonna be waiting. I think it's still gonna be another week or two, but it'll be okay because it'll be worth it. I'll immediately get those extra 10-star relic rewards from that fusion there. Yeah, 4 more relics and 1,000 gems. So it'll be worth the wait. For sure. Yeah. So that's my plan now, and that's what I plan on doing for this event. I hope you guys get really lucky on your collections and you get lots of these music boxes so that you can get what you want. Plan ahead for that June anniversary event. And if you enjoyed, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. See ya!